On the eve of Electro-Components full year results 2014, I've caught up with Ian Mason, CEO, to find out more. Welcome, Ian. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to be here.
How would you characterise the performance of the business over the past 12 months? And what have been the standout features for you?
Well, it's been the first year of our 5-year plan we set out a year ago. So what you're looking for there is a good start. And I think we've made a really good start across all areas of the strategy. There's real momentum in the business, which will carry into the next year. As I said, it's been across all areas of the strategy, so I'm pleased with that. But things that would stand out would be e-commerce, good e-commerce growth. Customers like that, we're making that experience better, search and browse better. Customers always want more product, we're adding more product. So good start across all areas, but there's the things that would stand out.
12 months ago, the business evolved to a new common global strategy. Can you just remind us of what this new strategy is designed to deliver?
Faster sales growth. So our international markets, 70% of the business, we serve very fragmented markets. And if you look over the past, we've achieved 6% sales growth. Sometimes much better, sometimes lower because we're cyclical. But we've achieved that growth, and largely half has come from growing markets. That's good, the markets are growing, but half have come from market share gains. We want to rebalance that. Whatever the market growth gives us, we want to get faster market share gains. So how we're doing that is by doing fewer things bigger and better, so more concentrated fire. So we're doing things on a global basis, we're doing the same thing everywhere, so we can really focus on those customers and take market share with those customers. So it's faster sales growth is what our strategy is about.
So 1 year into the strategy, what would you say have been the key strategic developments for the group?
Customers want products, so we've made this start on doing the one global offer. It sounds very easy to offer products all around the world. It's much more difficult. You've got to work out how to do that. You've got to have all the compliance, the legal requirements, etc. We've made a really good start on that with the RS and Allied businesses working together. We've got 30,000 more products into the market. There's a long way to go, but I can see that momentum building. Around the e-commerce area, that's the customer's preferred channel. We've got things that we're going to do to improve that experience with e-commerce, so the customer really comes on having an effortless customer experience. But also we've done a lot on value for money, where we're making sure the customers are getting a great service at the right price and communicating that price right. And I've seen improvements in the perception and of the price perception of customers. So I think it's across those areas that we really made the progress.
What is the strategic focus for the group over the next 12 months?
Well, we're doing a lot and we'll continue to do a lot, but the next two things I want to see in the next year are real progress on that one global offer and e-commerce with a human touch, where we're replacing our front-end systems so we can get real world-class systems there. So they're the two focuses, a lot more product around the world through a wonderful e-commerce experience.
Ian, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
On the eve of Electro-Components full year results 2014, I've caught up with Simon Boddie, Financial Director, to find out more. Welcome, Simon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Simon, the group has delivered 2% underlying sales growth in the year, with H2 being better than H1. What has been the driver behind the improved sales performance?
So I think in terms of the overall growth that we've got of 2%, there's really been three main drivers. International, that's 70%, over 70% of our business, and that's grown at 4%, with a particularly strong performance from Europe and North America. Also e-commerce, which is close to 60% of our business, that's been growing at 6%. And within our product categories, our famous four categories, which are electronics and automation and control, have grown by 4% as well. So those are really the three main factors. And as you say, we've had a stronger performance in the second half than the first half, really down to the increase in the macroeconomic environment, purchasing managers' indices and the like, and also our own self-help initiatives.
A predominant feature of the results is the stable gross margin in the year. What is behind this?
So overall, a stable gross margin at the group level, really two factors there. Firstly, our price differentiation strategy, and that really enables us to take more value from our slower moving products. And secondly, our discount effectiveness. With our corporate customers, we have discount agreements, and we've increased the effectiveness of those. So those have overall driven a stable group gross margin.
2% sales growth and a stable gross margin have driven 7% growth in profit before tax. Can you explain this?
Certainly, yes. So the 7% profit growth really driven by two factors: underlying trading performance and some one-off factors associated with trading days and foreign exchange. So the sales growth, stable gross margin and good control of costs have delivered about 3 percentage points growth in profits, while trading days and FX have delivered 4% improvement to make up the overall 7%.
A primary feature of a distribution business is strong cash generation. How has the business performed in the last year?
Yeah, I think it's very pleasing to see that strong cash flow being maintained into this year. And we had a 4% increase in cash flow year on year. Primary driver of that was the increased profits that we had year on year, but we also, as planned, invested in our strategy, and we had a step up in our capital expenditure. But overall, an increase of about 4% in cash flow.
12 months ago, you set out a new medium-term performance framework with 4 financial KPIs. What progress have you seen in the first year of this plan?
We've seen good progress in our financial KPIs. These were through the cycle average KPIs that we set out a year ago, and all 4 of them have improved year on year. The first 2, sales growth and return on sales, are below the target range, really reflecting the point that we are in the cycle. The second 2, however, return on capital employed and free cash flow, are within the target. So I'd say overall it's the first year of our strategy and we've made good progress on our financial metrics.
Simon, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.